What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Summertime Outdoors. We are nearing the end of November, and that means one thing for bow hunters across the whole country is a whole lot of this is about to enter the deer woods. The infamous Orange Army is about to get off their couches, storm into the deer woods, guns a-blazing, and we have 2 days until that happens here in Maryland. But the plan is to slip into my favorite tree stand tomorrow and hope for a last-second bow season miracle. My spy point over at the spot we call the Fence of Death has been sending me bucks chasing around all day today. We're leading up to this full moon. It's always great hunting. These bucks are getting fired up right now, and I'm hoping to slip in there and shoot a buck before this gun season kicks off. So let's get in the woods tomorrow and hope for the best. Alright, well, we are set up in the tree tonight. We are down to the wire here in Maryland. It is the last afternoon of bow season before the Orange Army comes stomping into the woods tomorrow morning. And we are on the famous Fence of Death tonight, where I filmed a lot. Probably 90% of my hunting videos have been here. And there's been bucks chasing does all up and down the fence all day yesterday during Thanksgiving. I couldn't hunt. But this morning too, there was some chasing going on, so we snuck in here this afternoon, and we're gonna sit tight and hopefully see if a big boy cruises through here looking for that hot doe. There's been just probably 7 or 8 different bucks that have gone, up the fence row the past 12 hours, so there's got to be hot does sent all up and down these trails of 10-15 yards in front of me. So I'm hoping if she has been running around these woods, it entices a big buck to follow that trail and hopefully brings them right by the tree. But I'm going to shut up now, sit tight, and hopefully we can see a big boy tonight. There's got to be a buck behind that doe. Doe just ran right down the fence. Here comes another deer. Another doe. Oh, big buck behind him. Those does, 2 does just came running down the fence, and there's a nice 8-point behind him, but he never came out of the thicket, and I think he went around the backside to try to cut him off around the other side of the property. But good sign, nice buck. He'll be a giant in a year or 2 for sure. I didn't get him on video just because he never came out of the thicket. I only saw him for maybe 10 seconds, and I couldn't really move because that doe was 10 yards away. But the fact that he didn't chase those does right on their trail made me think they might have got spooked by something, like a coyote or someone setting up for gun season tomorrow. I would not be surprised about that at all. There might be some more bucks behind them does, so we'll see. Got another nice buck down at the bottom. Cruising. grunting at that deer. You guys didn't see it in the frame of the camera, but there's a doe down there and he just started chasing her around away from me. I thought he was by himself, but apparently not. There's a bunch of deer over there now. There's a bunch of does down in there with him now. And I think when I grunted, I didn't see those does and they kind of ran off away from me. And that buck's going with him. I don't think he was a shooter, but I just wanted to get a closer look at him. I think he had a crab claw on one side, and that's mostly the genetic strain we get here. Is you get 8 points, then they become 10s with claws on the end of their main beam. So he should be a big one next year unless the Orange Army gets a hold of him, but he's a nice freaking deer, that's for sure. Definitely a lot of bucks moving back here right now. He's down, baby. He's down. He's down, baby. The fence never fails. It never fails. Yes, dude. Yes. The fence never fails. The fence never fails. The fence never fails. I just had two big bucks come up the fence and they were fighting each other, and then I just shot him at 20 yards and he's dead right up the fence. Yes! He's not a giant, but dude, I had to shoot him after they were fighting. It was insane. They were freaking fighting horns down there, and I just freaking smoked me a big old buck, man. We just shot a really big 8-pointer. I'm shaking so bad right now. He only went maybe 50 yards from where I shot him. He came up the hill. You guys saw. I had two nice bucks, and they were both tickling horns with each other. The second one I shot came up the hill, all postured up, ready to fight him. And the other one kind of backed down. They tickled horns some. I'm shaking so freaking bad right now. Oh my gosh. And then he came right up the fence, shot him at 20 yards. Just such a freaking awesome hunt tonight, man. We had bucks in here chasing all day. He is no monster by any means, but he got my heart pumping, and I put it right through the wheelhouse, man. Right through the wheelhouse. There has been a hot doe in here the past day, but yesterday was Thanksgiving. We had one more. This is my last hunt, and that buck's chasing those does down there still right now. But this was my last hunt before gun season opens tomorrow, and we cut it right down to the wire this year, filling that second bonus archery tag, and I just couldn't be happier with how that hunt went down. And I got a lot of work to do because I'm going fishing up in New Jersey tomorrow for striped bass, so I got a lot of work on my hands now, but it's going to be worth every second. But I'm going to get down now and then go over, get my hands on him, and just take it all in, man. Just what a freaking amazing hunt here in Maryland. Such an underrated state for deer hunting, and it does not get much better than that. Let's go get our hands on him. Alright guys, so we just got down here. The arrow is right up here. I'm by myself, self-filming this whole thing, so bear with me, but let's go check out this arrow. Covered in blood. I can see him already, but I shot him, ran right up here about 50 yards and died. I'm gonna put this arrow back in my bow. Yeah, man, look at that. I think I heart shot him, but it's covered in blood. Put that back in there. That is what you love to see as a bow hunter, baby. He ran right up through here. Blood all over the place. All up this trail where he's at. He bled out pretty dang quick. Big old body on him. Oh. Oh, yeah. That is a nice freaking deer right there, man. Oh, man. There we go, guys. A beautiful, those branches. Nice Maryland 8-point right there. I'm gonna get them all propped up over here for you guys to get some better video, but like I said, no hammer, but the way that deer came in was just amazing, and I could not be happier right now, guys. Well, here he is, big Maryland 8-point, And what just a hunt tonight. Probably one of my favorite rut hunts I've ever been on. Had this buck and another big buck just chasing those does around the bottom. They finally came up the hill with about 45 minutes of light left, and they locked horns for a bit, bumped the does. The does were right under my tree as I pulled back. You probably heard them in the video run off, and then he came right up to 24 yards, put it right behind the shoulder. Pretty sure I double lunged him. Those Oscut broadheads put him down within 50 yards of the shot. And definitely not my biggest deer ever, but I was just talking to, you know, Graham, my brother Justin, a few other friends on the phone. And we don't come out here to hunt just for score of a deer. It's all for the experience. And as you saw, I was shaking and fired up when I shot him. And I just could not be more happy with this deer. Filled the second archery tag of the season right before the Orange Army gets in the woods and things get crazy tomorrow. But what a way to end off the rut and just an amazing bow season this year. Second buck of the season down, and we will see you in the next video, guys. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and hopefully we can get another big buck on the ground in the next one. So we'll see you guys later.